Hello, everybody. So today's lecture is about the elements of writing. So we are going to start with the elements of writing. So before starting, what is elements of writing? Elements of writing are the various skills that are needed for most types of academic writing, whether it is a short report, a long essay, or a dissertation. So one of the elements of writing is the argument. Argument. So what is argument? Or in another word, it could be the claim or an assertion. Yeah? Argument is the claim or assertion that contradicts the idea of someone or something. For example, in the following example, we can understand the argument like clearly. Currently, for example, this is the example. Dear students, currently roads are often congested, which is expensive in terms of delays. Here's a problem. Here's a problem. Is the roads are often congested. Congested. So this is a problem. It is claimed. So this is right now. It is going to be it is going to be the solution for the problem. It is claimed that building more roads or widening existing ones would ease the congestion. Here's the solution. The solution in order to ease the congestion is to build more roads. To build more roads in order to ease the congestion. Here now, right now, we are going to see the argument, but you see, but is going to argue, is going to contradict the previous like the previous solutions. But not only is the cost of such work high, but the construction process adds to the congestion, while the resulting extra road space may encourage extra traffic. Therefore, constructing extra roads is unlikely to solve the problem, and other remedies such as road pricing or greater use of public transport should be examined. Here we can see that the argument, but not only starts with the arguing with the contradicting the previous the solution, previous the form of solution to the problem. Another elements of writing is the cause and effect. So what is the cause and effect? Cause and effect, the relationship between two situations, the relationship between two situations, and the relation, the interaction between two situations can be shown in a variety of ways. For example, the first is cause, and then results and the effect. Then the cause produces the effect or results. For example, heavy rain causes or produces flooding. Yeah, because when it rains like heavily and it causes like flooding. So this is the relationship between two situations, cause and the effect and all results. Then comes cohesion. Cohesion means linking phrases together so that the whole text is clear and readable. It is achieved by several methods, yeah, such as the use of conjunctions. Another is the linking of phrases and sentences with words like he, they, and that, which refer back to something mentioned before. So cohesion means linking phrases so that our like essays or our research work is clear and it is clear and readable. So another important element of academic writing is the definition, because definition needed in two situations in academic writing. First, in introductions, in order to clarify a word or phrase in the title. More generally, like to explain a word or phrase, which may be either very technical, very recent, or with no widely agreed meaning. For example, a barometer is a technical phrase or word. Yeah, barometer. Barometer is a scientific tool, for example, is a scientific tool designed to measure atmospheric pressure. Here we can clearly understand what is a barometer. although we are not familiar with what is a parameter. So this definition is very important in terms of explaining or giving a description of one tool or one word or phrase. So another element of academic writing is the discussion. Discussion. Many essay titles require the writer to examine both sides of a case, yeah, and to conclude by coming down in favor of one side, especially in the discussion sections. In the discussion sections, so there are in academic writing, it is required to discuss two sides. The first one is advantages, and second one is disadvantages, and in the conclusion, to choose in favor of one. He is an example like school uniforms. Yeah, school uniforms like advantages. For the advantages, reduce social inequality, encourage group identity, and avoid choice. As for the disadvantages, loss of individuality, expense, unfashionable. And at the end, when we discuss overall benefits more valuable in most cases, he is a social terms and practical and discussion. So in our seminar, we'll discuss this like more deeply, and we'll discuss this section more profoundly. Another vital element of academic in academic writing is example. Yeah? Example is kind of like evidence. If you remember, in our first lecture, we have discussed about the evidence. We have discussed it, and we have discussed the importance or significance of evidence, and examples plays the same role as evidence. For example, here we can, in order to be clear, so that you can understand this clearly, here I provide the example. Many plants and animals are threatened by global warming. Yeah, so this is this fact, or this is sentence. But how do I trust, or how do I so uh, how can uh, how can I be assured that this sentence is like true? In southern Britain, for example, the beech tree may become extinct within 30 years. So this is a good example. This is like evidence. The second sentence provides a concrete details of a plant species, an area, and the time scale to support the main statement. So right now our statement, his statement is supported by by a concrete example, yeah, by concrete example. Therefore, in academic writing, example is very important. So another vital elements of academic writing is opening paragraphs. Uh, in opening paragraphs, it is often difficult, yeah, to begin writing an essay, but especially in exams, because in exams we can hesitate, because we can hesitate. While we are hesitating, we can waste like our valuable time. Therefore, the first few sentences need to be general, but not vague, not indefinite. It should be definite, as they set the tone for the rest of the essay. Uh, so the opening paragraphs, it's a kind of like generalization. Uh, Here, for example, in recent years, the internet has become an important tool of academic research. This is the opening paragraphs. Students and teachers find it convenient, accessible, and up to date. This is a supporting like a statement or supporting information for the general information. Yeah, for the general information. So another important element is the references. Reference. What is a reference? Reference is a acknowledgement that we are making use of another writer's ideas or data in our writing. For example, as Donner, 1997, pointed out, low inflation doesn't always lead to low interest rates. Here, we are giving the reference. Donner. So we are acknowledging that low inflation doesn't always lead to low interest rate statement belongs to Donner, who pointed out this in 1997. So this is a good example for the reference. So there are three main reasons for giving reference. The first one is to avoid the charge of plagiarism, to avoid the plagiarism, which is using another person's ideas or research without acknowledgement. The second one is reference can give more authority to our writing, as it shows that we are familiar with other research on the topic. The third one is reader can find the original source by using the reference section, which will list the full publishing details of Donner's book, for example. Here is the main reasons why why giving the reference is important. So this is a short summary of our fourth lecture. Thank you very much, dear students, for your attending, for your seeing, or for your watching this video. Have a good day. Goodbye.